Hi, I'm Matt with Hoboken Horology, and today I'd like to go through a short video on modifying a Nato strap. Now, the basic idea of a Nato strap is that it will hold onto your watch even if you have a spring bar malfunction. And the thing is I recently did a review for the Volvo Chronograph C, and I wasn't happy with the how tight the Nato strap was on it. But the real problem I found the next day and the day after that when I was wearing it was that the watch would just sit too high on the wrist. And even though it's a very thin piece of fabric, having the extra piece there just wasn't right. Also, the watch wasn't exactly lined up right on the strap. So I did something really quick, a really quick conversion. It's so simple. I just want to show it here in case anybody else is having a problem with their watch sitting too high on a Nato strap. So here we go. This is the casual, kind of the standard, I'd like to say, Nato strap. Now you will notice that these are these I don't know, I would say a little bit more professional looking keepers on here. And you have this extra piece which comes along. I've never really understood this piece, but it definitely does give it stops the case back from going against your skin. So basically the watch would go on to this piece right here. And then you would thread the Nato strap through. But what's great about a Nato strap is that you can just take the watch off of the Nato strap and you can swap it with a different one. Really easy, really simple, really great little watch strap design. It's funny, this has been around for a very long time and it's only gotten more and more popular, especially within the last 2 years. It's exploded. So here is a watch strap, and this is from the company Marathon, and they make these military style watches. And they made this strap, and I bought it for the Seamaster 300, and it's a pull-through strap. And it basically, the watch head just goes, it threads through just like on a Nato, except that it doesn't have this bottom piece to it. The keeper is a little bit different too. It's got this kind of, it's made out of the same material of the strap. I think this is called an RAF strap or something like that. It has a specific name. But it would basically be a strap just like this. Seems very simple, seems almost dangerous, but you know, if a spring bar breaks, the watch head will still hang on to the strap. That's the difference. You know, with a dress watch, you get the strap on both ends, but if you break a spring bar, if I break a spring bar on this guy, it will fall off, the watch will fall and hit the ground, and you know, all the consequences to that. So with this, you put any watch on here, if a spring bar breaks, the watch head will still stay on. So, what happened? I made a review on this watch yesterday or the other day, and as you can see here, I'm trying on the watch, it's fitting great, and everything like that. And I was happy with it, but the watch is very, very large. And it is still very, very large. It's still a very large watch. But what I did was I cut off the extra piece. So this is just basically what I wanted to talk about today. If I just thread this guy back on here like this, like that, this piece would line up to here. So you see how the watch is sitting a little too far down? That's because now it's a pull through like this Marathon strap. If you put a watch head, if you put the watch case on here, you can put it up to here. So when it wraps around the watch, the watch head would sit up here, and the strap will come up to here. Or you can put it down over here. So then this will hide underneath the wrist, and the watch head will be here. That's what's so great about this strap. It's so simple, and it's funny when I tell people about this, they go, "Oh, well, it's a 20mm strap. It's not a big deal." But if you're someone like me who bought, Natos, and I have a huge collection of Natos. These are just two I picked out. I liked this vintage looking one, and then this black one I used. You can see how worn it is. I've used it on every single watch I own. So it's such a simple idea, but I've never really done it before. You know, this always had to sit in the same place because this keeper forces it to be in one place. It forces it to be up here. That's because the keeper, it won't let it past here. It won't let it past here. It forces it in the same place. So, you know, what I did was I took a really sharp razor. I think I have it still. Even with the watch attached, which isn't, you know, the most brilliant idea. And I just cut it. I just took a sharp razor, brand new, and cut it. And the frailed ends are really sharp, actually. Really, you get the sharp cotton threads through there. It feels great, actually. I was afraid that would be uncomfortable. And then I just cut this off, and now it's a simple pull through. It just sits better. I mean, it can be argued that, like, the Nato does look kind of nice because you have the metal here and you have the two pieces of metal here. And sometimes when you have a really shiny, polished watch and you have these three keepers here like that, it shows really nice. It does look really nice on a watch. Don't get me wrong. It looks great on a watch. But for this guy, especially because I'm looking at white straps for this, it looks great just having it as straight on one piece. This is my right wrist, but let me see if I can just see that, how nice that looks. And it pulls right down like that. I know it's a huge watch, guys. I know. I can hear you through your computer screens. But it's great. And the way I've organized this is the keepers are on the very bottom so that you don't really see them. All you see is this great colored strap. I'd love to take this off, but I can't. As you saw in my review, if you've seen my review, is that this is just so tight against the watch. I can maneuver it. If I pull it, it's like a shoelace. I have to pull it from one end and then pull it from the other end. But I try to keep this side underneath my wrist. So all you see is this great stripes when I'm wearing the watch. It's such a cool strap for this. Like I said, I keep wanting to buy the white strap, but it's such a cool strap for this, such cool colors. So that's it. A really quick video. I know I probably talked way longer than I had to talk for this, but I just never really did this before. I don't know why, but I just never did. You know, instead of buying this, I could have easily just took this and then took the keeper off it. It is, and these are really, is this the same size? Yeah. This is just a tad bit longer. NATOs usually are a little bit too long. And it's just such a, why haven't I thought of it before? You know, the watch was sitting too high. This little piece of fabric, it does make a difference now that it's gone. So let me go out for my last comments real quick. Okay, so what's great about the pull through, like I said in the video, is that you can move the actual head of the watch wherever you want it. You can have it right up against here so that the strap would have to wrap all the way around and go to the 12 o'clock lug. But the great thing about the pull through is that it does look different on the wrist. It does sit thinner and flatter on the wrist. And it's such a basic watch design. Like, it's such a basic watch band design, but you're getting like the best of both worlds here because you're getting the strap to fit the watch exactly where you want it to. And if the spring bar breaks, it's still going to be fine. The watch isn't going to fall off or anything like that. So a pull-through strap, especially on a vintage watch or something like a Rolex Submariner ceramic sub, I don't always like the way that the NATO straps look on the subs. I really don't. I'm not really a big, not really fond of it. But having a simple pull through, it's kind of like that original Bond NATO. It's such a cool idea for the watch strap. It's very, it gives it very much a vintage feel. I actually needed a strap for a vintage watch, and I was thinking that if I got a pull through NATO, not a regular NATO with the hardware on there, but like if I get just like a pull through strap like this Marathon one I talked about, then it would be kind of a great solution for me for that vintage watch. Get like an older brownish colored strap and then have it as a pull through on the dress watch. But you know, it's a really simple, really easy to do modification, and it's almost not even worth having a video for it. But I figured if anybody else is really sitting there and they're struggling with the Nato strap, and they're like, I love the strap, but the watch just, it sits too high. That was literally me. I wanted a two-piece Nato, and I still might buy a two-piece Nato. And if you guys are interested, I would like to do a video on converting a normal Nato strap, something like this, where I can't buy this as a two-piece, into a two-piece Nato. And if you guys would be interested in anything like that, just drop a comment below, and maybe we'll take a crack at it, trying to do that. The straps, though, are really resilient. They're really easy. Even this would be a really cool pull-through because it's so thin. Different straps have like different textures, different feelings, different thicknesses, depending on the company. So I'm interested in buying a two-piece strap, but with a two-piece, if a spring bar breaks on you or you're at all worried about that, you're gonna lose the watch. Like anything else, like a bracelet or any other strap, that's what makes a Nato or this pull-through style so special, is that when you break a spring bar, like I have a few times now, it's really bad. And I've seen people do it mostly with leather straps, actually. People will get the watch caught, and especially if the strap is a little too big for the watch, it can push against the spring bar, it can cause a malfunction. So thanks for watching. My next video is gonna be a bracelet sizing video, not for the newer screw bracelets, the older kind of pin bracelets. I'm gonna do it on camera, which is not usually something, usually I do it and then I talk about it afterward, but I'm gonna do this one on camera. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and you can see the next one coming up soon. Thank you for watching.